Here at CMA, we love introducing new lines to the market, especially for the Canadian market, this time by way of Massive Audio, now available in Canada through Ericsson Consumer. Today, we're going to be covering some new products in the marine audio space from Massive Audio, along with their guest, Bruce Perron, representing Ericsson Consumer, that will be joining us. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about massive audio. And it starts now. Hey everybody, welcome to another CMA Connected brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host Ben Wu, and as promised, we are talking about a new line for the Canadian market. Yes, Massive Audio, a brand that's been around for quite some time, has a great following in the US, but now available in Canada through Ericsson Consumer. I've got Bruce here in the studio with us. Bruce, how excited are we to finally introduce this line of product to Canadian dealers?
Yep, Ben, we are super excited to have Massive Audio within the Canadian market and can't wait to show you some of the products.
Ooh, super exciting. Talking Massive Audio today on Connected. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, SiriusXM. And when we come back, we've got Bruce Perron from Ericsson Consumer, and we're going to get into Massive Audio in the marine audio space. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
All right, welcome back, guys. So, Bruce, first question. Why Massive Audio? Where did this come from? How did you discover this brand? What led you to this decision? I need to know, we need to know the story behind how Massive Audio is now in Canada.
Well, Ben, I was lucky enough last year to go to SEMA for the first time in lovely Las Vegas, Nevada. I was on the search for an audio line to augment what we have as current offering. I went through all the booths and I kept on circling back to Massive Audio. I was speaking with J.R. Merez, who was the VP, and he's half sales guy, half technical guy, was able to answer all of my questions. And when I came back with my tech guy, he could answer all of his questions. Super high quality product, well manufactured, well thought out, perfect fit for Ericsson Consumer.
All right, well, let's dig in a little bit deeper here. So let's talk about marine audio, and that's why we're here today. What about the line kind of attracted you to everything, actually, but also to marine audio?
What really attracted me to the marine audio line at Massive Audio was ability to sell your normal 6.5-inch speakers, but more importantly, an extensive marine amplifier line aptly named Triton. If you think of Trident and Aquaman, Triton is marine. So if you're looking for a 2-channel or a 4-channel, multi-channel amps, huge variety, tons of features, great product, marine amplifiers.
So I have heard of these Triton series amplifiers, and there's a lot of things it's got going for them. I'd like for you to take one out. Let's show the audience what they look like and speak a little bit about some of the unique features that really impressed you about these Triton series marine amplifiers from Massive.
So the Massive Trident marine power sports amplifiers start off with one about this size that is 120 by 2. This particular amp is 120 watts by 4, not a huge footprint, excellent sound quality, 5-way circuit protected, high level in, low level in, auto sensing, auto turn on, and Bluetooth input via one of the dongles, which makes it easy to be able to stream your audio to it. The whole series, besides what I just mentioned, 200 watts by 4, 120 watts by 4, 800 by 1, 1400 watts by 1, and 2000 watts by 1. The other cool thing is called an RCT cap, which basically mounts right on here, which is a 4 farad cap to be able to give you that reserve power that you need when you really get these things blasting.
And there you have it, some really nice, compact, powerful, great selection of different layouts when it comes to the Triton series of amplifiers from Massive Audio. Of course, a marine audio line wouldn't be complete without matching speakers. And of course, there are Triton speakers as well. Bruce, what can you tell us about the Triton series of speakers from Massive?
So here we have the Trident 65XE, which is pretty cool wave design on the grill. The other thing about the grill is that it's a carbon fiber textured stainless steel grill, which is kind of cool in case you bash into it. You've got a dome tweeter on here, really smooth, high frequency dispersion. It's high powered Y35 ferrite magnets, injection polypropylene cone with the NBR surrounds, which are right here. Soft blue LED lighting because your marine speakers gotta light up. And it's marine grade IP65 for water resistant use. High power. These are great. Also very cool to look at if you check that out.
One thing you're going to learn while watching this episode is that Massive Audio truly does have you covered, especially in the speaker range. We started with those models. We're now going to step it up to something a little bit more robust in the HNX series. What do you have one to show, Bruce?
Of course, I've got one hanging around. Here's the grill, which of course comes off. Now, the HNX series is listed under Power Sports. Being a 6.5-inch two-way driver, you could use this in a motorcycle environment, an ATV environment, or, of course, for marine use. So 6.5-inch, it is a heavy gauge steel basket, which you can check out on here. Water repellent cone. Dome tweeter, so you've got really good dispersion of the high frequencies on it. A high temperature Neo motor, because essentially you're going to be in a different environment than your normal car, especially being in an ATV or a boat. And the plasticized cloth surround. So lots of applications that you can use this speaker in. 4 ohms, 80 to 20,000 hertz for frequency response. 98 dB efficiency. So yes, it's going to play loud with not a lot of power going into it. And 280 watts peak power, 240 watts continuous power, and 120 watts RMS. Great speaker for any power sports usage.
And finally, to round out the speaker offering, we're going to get into some loud business here because they also have a horn loaded driver that is absolutely going to knock your socks off. It's called the PNX series, and I believe Bruce has a 6x9 model to show.
Funny that you mentioned rounded off. We do have a 6.5-inch round PNX speaker, but we also have a 6x9 with, believe it or not, a horn. Why would you have a horn? Horns have great dispersion of sound, and if you're looking at a power sports environment, you're either in a motorcycle or you're in a boat. What are the common things between the two of them? Lots of wind noise. So you want to make sure that you've got a tweeter that's able to really put out the high frequencies over a large area. If you look at the basket on this, it is an aluminum cast basket, which gives you great torsional rigidity when you're in an environment like a motorcycle or a boat. This thing is not going to fall apart. It is extremely well built. High temperature Neo motor, because essentially you want to be able to disperse the high temperatures being built in here. Plus, you're in an environment where you're outside. You're in a high temperature environment to begin with. So this is a great speaker. Oh yeah, water repellent because you're either in marine or motorcycle. Great speaker for power sport use.
And there you have it, guys. We've done a quick round of what's available in the marine power sports space, coming to you from Massive Audio by way of Ericsson Consumer. We talked about 3 different ranges of speakers and some really nice, compact, powerful amplifier options in the Triton series. Bruce, what message do you have for Canadian dealers that might be tuning in and interested to learn more?
Although there's lots of options out there for power sports, Massive Audio has taken the time, the energy, and the design to think about, wow, what do we need with this environment? Things like horns within the 6x9s, really well-built baskets. It's designed and engineered to be tough and to sound great.
That was Bruce Perron from Ericsson Consumer, the new Canadian distributor for all things massive audio in Canada. If you want more information and you're a dealer, make sure you hit up Ericsson Consumer. We'll put up the link below right now. Now, massive audio is kind of new to me, I'll be honest. I don't know a lot about it. I learned a lot today. But what I can tell you is that there's no question that these guys do put a lot of effort and energy into their engineering and their design. You can see it in the design of their baskets, the materials that they use, the performance, and most importantly, the efficiency. I think those small footprint amplifiers in the Triton series are certainly going to squeeze into a lot of tight spaces, but allow you that flexibility for system configuration for your customer. So that's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. Until next time, we connect.